So here we go, right.
The name of my boat's only on the other side as well.
Don't worry, no one will be interested in you or your boat, Kevin. I kind of just say that because you're the ordinary person here. Yeah. What they're interested in, hi folks, is of course me. So you're kind of, consider yourself like a side man in this one there, Kev. Do you know what I mean? Don't get ideas above your station. It won't work. Yeah, it doesn't work. Yeah. You know, I think stay in your lane. You know what I mean? You're an ordinary boater, which is fine.
Don't up.
Quite often I talk to ordinary boaters, so that's not a problem. But no, so here's people, joking aside, this is me. This is a gentleman I met about an hour ago called Kevin. Bit weird, but never mind. And we're just going for a quick couple of snifters in the local boozer, and it turns out Kevin knows a close relative of mine from years ago. Sure, it's a long story, but anyway, so we're going to have a couple of beers, and yeah, I thought let's record it for posterity, and because it'll give you know, yourself, Kev, you'll be able to look back and say, you know, I've touched fame there for a few minutes. I was famous. You'll be able to.
You've got grandkids will be able to look at them and say, my granddad knew that man.
As many as 20 people may watch this, Kevin. That's the thing.
Wow.
You know, global YouTube star.
Yeah.
So no, joking aside, mate. This is a nice place. This, I've got to say, I was impressed with this place.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm going to straighten that chimney up. I've just noticed it's got a slight slant on it, which of course will know. I'm a conscientious, you know.
Yeah.
Conscientious, but that mast there, that's cracker. That, you know, that gets you internet.
Yeah, I've got an extension I put on mine. One day it fell in the canal, but it landed, and it was just sticking out the canal.
So you managed, yeah. But yeah, no.
Done on that one.
Oh, we are clever, Kev. Look, insect powder.
Oh right, so the ants.
I got infested with ants and earwigs in the summer of 21.
Yeah.
That's my, so every time I moor up now, little dab of ant powder on the ropes.
Tips.
Well, stick around, kid, stick around. Yeah. You know, you'll pick a few things up.
Hey.
No, listen, right, that's because I'm a paranoid, cowardly wimp. That's all that's about.
Yeah.
Normal people don't need it.
I don't mind spiders, but anything else.
Oh, mate, I had an infestation of earwigs, and I couldn't get shut. And you know something else, right? I'm not going to do a full thing because I've done this on this YouTube video, so and everyone knows how I feel about them. But I was finding them in the fridge.
Oh no!
I was wrapping. You know the way you wrap a loaf of bread, and you took it or whatever. You think it's going to. I found one about 3 or 4 curls in, trying to get at the bread. I was finding them on the ceiling, on the curtains. A couple of times I found them in the bed. And it was just awful. And anyway, finally they died out. I got them. But now, whenever I moor up, and I've found 1 or 2 every summer, I might find 1 or 2 that manage to stray in. They find their way in somehow, you know, you'll find the odd one. Yeah. But what you don't want to do is let them nest and start breeding in there, like a pregnant female, because then you've got
2. I've only ever found 2 of them.
Oh, well, yeah.
They didn't propagate it anything.
Yeah.
Because I killed them.
Well, yeah. Well, if they've had their wicked way before you killed them, well, you know, with another one.
I took them overboard as well.
Yeah. Ditch the bodies.
Feed it to fish.
Yeah, no, I'm okay with spiders. Don't worry about spiders.
I need spiders.
Yeah.
But my daughter, when she comes on the boat, I've got this bat, you know, one of them.
Oh, the death bats, yeah, I've got them.
She's killing all my spiders.
Yeah.
Leave the spiders alone. She's got a thing about spiders.
Well, do you know what? I'm okay with like a certain level of population with the spiders. But when they get too big in size or too numerous, then I start taking action. I will swoop in and start a cull, basically. But yeah, basically, they're goodies, the spiders, aren't they? They're doing a good job. Actually, I think they're lazy bastards. I don't think they hunt down any flies. Mine don't seem to be doing a good job.
There's this hippie one on the boat. What's her name? She's got her name as well. So there she was, kneeling down in the nettles, and she's going out, you know, the nettle. And I said, what are you doing? She said, I feel guilty. She said, I threw a spider out. She says, but it went in another spider's nest. She says, so I'm trying to get it out. And
so she's saving one spider from that?
Yeah.
Check this out, Kev, look at that. Like a half knocked down.
Oh, right.
I mean, it's a modern building, so it's not some kind of it's not some kind of historical thing, but it's a bit weird having a half knocked down building in your garden. But anyway, no. Well, frankly, that's just weird. I'm sorry, Kev. I'm going to have to listen. I'm great with hippies. They do what they want. Fill your boots, have a good time. Marry a spider for all I care. But you know, when you're pulling one spider out of another one's nest, I think you're going a bit too far with it.
That's exactly what I thought. That is going a bit too far.
I think you know.
Feel guilty.
Do you know what? She's probably a lovely bat. This is the thing.
I like spiders. I don't mean I like what they do.
You're not going to date one.
No, they eat.
They eat the flies. Yeah. Well, do you know what, mate? I don't think they eat earwigs. You know.
I think an earwig. I've got bit once when I was a kid by an earwig.
By an earwig, yeah.
Oh. Because in the olden days, we used to have them old pegs and they'd be alive.
Yeah. No, I mean, I found out that they started biting about halfway through the infestation.
Yeah.
And I thought that put a whole new complexion on it, because I thought they're not interested in people. But then it turns out, they will actually bite. And it did explain a few things.
One of them bats do kill them, you know. It takes 2 goes.
It takes a couple of goes. I know, but they're flat on the wall, aren't they? That's the thing. You've got the bat, they're flat on the wall. It's not. Yeah.
You've got to jiggle them about.
And then if you lose it, it's gone.
Oh, yeah.
So no, my method is a little bit of kitchen roll or something, scrunch it up, squash, gone, and then wipe clean.
That's it.
Dispose of the body, no evidence. I was ruthless with them, honestly. But they're hard to kill as well. They're like little insect terminators, you know. Get out of his way, look, he's shaking his back end. Little swan there. That's a warning that when they shake the back end.
Is it?
Yeah. That's like before they get aggressive, they give you a little heads up. Yeah, you got to.
It's wonderful to watch.
Yeah.
The fearless, aren't they? Hey.
Oh yeah. I mean, they will take on anything.
Dogs. You know,
yeah.
They're not scared of dogs.
No, I know they're not scared of people, because I found out the hard way.
I know.
Is there any more? This is the spot I was thinking of, by the way.
All right.
You've got rings there.
Yeah.
About 20 feet, whatever.
Yeah.
So a 50-footer, you'll just get yourself in. I was thinking, you know, some people like to be handy for the road, don't they? You know what I mean? So I thought if you were one of them.
It's one of the things on my list. When sometimes I'll drive my car down.
Yeah.
Spy out moorings.
Right.
I need somewhere to stick the car. I need a rubbish bin somewhere. You know, things I look at.
Well,
I must be mad.
To be honest, no, I do the same thing.
Where I go, I'm always looking.
Yeah, no, I'm doing the same thing. But, you know, you've got rubbish bins down at Anderson. And it's only an hour away, isn't it? So, you know, by the boat. So if I've got rubbish bins, first thing I'm going to do, if I set off south, which I might do down your neck of the woods, actually, I might come down towards Middlewich if I've got to move the boat a few times.
You're staying on it all over winter.
Oh yeah. I'm full time. Yeah, I'm full time, Kev. Yeah, I'm what you call a proper boater, true boater is the word we use. True boater. Yeah.
I go on for December and January.
You see, this is the difference: proper boater, true boater, part timer.
10 months for me.
Do you know what though? Like, joking aside, right? I've got to say, those winter months, you sometimes have the best time. It's so peaceful. It's beautiful.
You can see some of the videos of it, you know, the ducks walking on the water.
Yeah.
It's just amazing.
Honestly, I had the best time. I was on the Llangollen last winter.
Yeah.
We were closed in by the locks, closures. And you know what? It was the most lovely place. It was beautiful.
I know, I've been in there, I've got...
Yeah, for the winter. For the summer, it's just mad busy, and that's only...
It used to be £6, now it's 12.
For the...
They've just doubled it, so this is
the Salt Barge, yeah. It's, I don't know what that bilge, right. So, what's your poison there, Kev?
Let's see what they've got.
Look at that, they've got a real fire going there and everything.
That means someone's gone? Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're right.
There you go.
What's that black?
We haven't got any.
Oh, well, that settles that.
Do you know what? We've never had it since I've been in. No.
That's in,
I've got worthies on in terms of...
Something dark.
That's the fact that I...
No, what tends to happen is I might leave it running for like an hour, but I'll only use like 5 minutes. It'll just be a little 5-minute thing, but I'll put it in because it'll be nice for Norma and your mate to see, just to see you on the thing. It'll be funny. But
when I said to them, when I said to John, her husband, I'll more than likely bump into them, because you bump into
everyone.
I keep on bumping it. I'm sure she thinks I'm bloody what's the word? Stalking her. Heidi. I bumped into Heidi about 3 times.
I've seen her about
the last time she actually moored next to me. So I said to her,
"Oh, she's stalking you then?"
Yeah, that's what I said.
I'd get a call to her, mate. I'll be honest with you, I'd be all over.
Yeah. The only thing,
she's a bit of a weirdo. I don't mean that, by the way.
The only thing we got in common is we love rum. So, both of us like rum. Yeah, so we have that in common.
But she seems like a good egg, though. I've got to be honest. She seems like good laughing at everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But no, I've seen. I think this is Heidi's sort of more home area, Northwich.
Because around there.
Every single time I visited this area, I've always seen her knocking about. Like a few months ago, she's moved south now. She's off on her travels. She's been off for the travels for the summer, I think.
Yeah.
But she was around here. The winter of 21, I saw her around here. You know where she was last winter? She was on the Llangollen.
She was on the Llangollen?
She was on Llangollen Basin. When I was there, she was there a bit further down. She had a better spot than me.
Yeah, so the the fellow who gives you your tickets in the cafe thing.
That's
there.
Right. Yeah.
He said you all didn't pay. He said half of them didn't only pay for 1 month.
Yeah, I can imagine. And, to be honest with you, right, I reckon there was quite a few.
That's why he told me he's doubled the price this year.
Oh.
Yeah, to claw back some money.
No,
he said he wouldn't. Some of them wouldn't go.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I can tell you now. I paid every single day because I thought it's £6. It's cheap as chips. You've got all the electricity, you've got everything there.
Yeah.
So now I paid every single day I was there because it was cheap. And listen, if they were asking £50 a day, I would have tried to get out. I'm not going to lie. I would have tried to get out of a day or two here or there. I would have, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it was so affordable, I thought I've got to do that.
Yeah.
But I did get the impression not everyone was doing that.
I know. Yeah. And they are. And
people are on a budget. I'm not knocking them.
But there is an element of trust there as well, because you could just come out and go past, and I don't think they'd say anything.
No, they wouldn't. No, because you've gone too fast. You've gone too fast. I don't think they make any effort to monitor who's going in and out of that basin. And I think I arrived, right, I'll tell you what, I arrived on, I think it was around the 15th of December. If you'd watched me videos, Kevin, you'd know this, I mean, really.
I do my best.
Mate, I'm disappointed. I think, the least you could have done. Not even me Llangollen one, you know what I mean? Anyway, listen, joking aside, right, I got there on the 15th, and I think it was about a day or two before they'd stopped. They actually stopped proactively going round and asking people, right?
Yeah.
Because up till then, they send the guy round and he stops at all the boats and he asks.
Oh, right.
Yeah. If he sees anyone.
You have a ticket you're supposed to put somewhere. I don't know where to put it, so I'll put it in my pocket.
I just put it in my pocket because, I mean, it was pouring down the whole time. It was actually pissing down the whole time. Oh, mate. But, December Llangollen, what's it going to do? It is what it is. So I was okay with that. But, no one came round, no one knocked, no one put notices on, there was no sign of anyone official the whole time. I was there for about 10 days, I think. And, £60 for 10 days, I was alright with that.
I know.
So, after the first 2 days, I went and knocked on the office and said, I'll give me 5, I've already been here 2. So, I did.
High five.
Yeah, high five. for the record, and I fessed up, I didn't try and say from now until. I said, I came in the day before, and she said, oh yeah, we thought we saw, So they do notice.
Yeah.
They do notice.
Yeah.
Because they spotted when I came in. But, and then, I wasn't sure when I was going to leave. I thought, I'll see how it goes,
Yeah.
If it's rubbish, I'll just leave. But it's such a nice town in the winter as well. It was beautiful. But there came a point where they were going to close the aqueduct during daytime.
Okay.
I think between 9 and 3:30 it was going to be closed. So I thought there's going to be a mad rush to get past. As soon as it opens, it's going to be crazy. Everyone's going to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's only right till 4 o'clock. So you've got half an hour. Everyone's going to be trying to get through just after. Anyway, that's what I thought might happen. So I thought before the aqueduct sort of daytime closes, I'll clear off. So I cleared off 15. Do you know what I think it was? No, it was 28. So I was actually there nearly 2 weeks in the end. Anyway, you know, whatever. But I got off before they closed the aqueduct for repairs because I just couldn't be bothered with this daytime close thing. I thought I don't be cruising in the dark. I know it's only 4 o'clock.
Was it daytime?
Well, working hours, isn't it? That's the thing. Daylight working hours.
Yeah.
It's safe because they're 120 foot up in the air. So they must require daylight, maybe. I don't know, you know.
Yeah.
It's not like I've worked on an aqueduct.
I know, you're not. I thought you was an aqueduct
I've worked on dozens of them. Yeah. No, I haven't. I've only been over one.
I've got a miniature one in my back garden.
I've only even been over one of them.
Yeah.
But that's my best guess is they needed daylight to do the work. So as soon as the daylight's dying, about 3:30, then they say, right, we'll knock off, we'll reopen it. And I couldn't be bothered.
Yep.
So I cleared off, but it was great.
I was there in the I was 5 months on the Line Island.
Well, I was about the same for me.
And
you
know, when it's really cold, another good tip is, you know, you swap matches and all that. I've been a couple of matches sticking out, you know, because your hands get that cold.
Oh, that's a good idea, actually.
So you have to,
like, I can't actually.
Yeah.
I'm just going to have to put the entire box of matches.
So I have a couple of matches sticking out of the lid, you know, so you can grab hold of them and
Did you not get one of those long light? I use one of them for my.
I do get them as
well. I was going to say, one of those long lighters.
Yeah.
I used.
Oh no, they're not good.
I find they don't work when it's cold.
I tell you, I tried it. So you lift the lid up, the cast iron lid up, right? I've modified mine. You don't have a catch. They don't like you to. They want it to flop back down again, but I've made a little catch, which is a bit of welding rod. And
yes,
yeah. We both thought
he didn't see that though. Sack him. But
I want his name. I want to report him.
So you told the Mets in. So you. I already done it on. So now you've got the long lighter, and you've got to put your hand down and go like that, and then you smell, and all the hairs off your arm vanishes.
This sounds like a bit of a dangerous game to me.
So what you do is you throw the Mets in, right? You then take the lid back down. You put a hat on, you know. You get your
so as not to get your hair burned off.
So yeah,
you're not doing a good job of selling this.
It's precious these days. So, and it'll do the follicles in as well.
I don't know what you mean.
You throw the match in and close the lid straight away, and it goes. Ooh. So then you got to lift it. There's a knack to it. You lift the lid up, get a bit more oxygen in, and then it's great then, and it'll carry on. And
if you're still alive,
yeah. And you've got the use of all your limbs.
And your limbs and your hair and all that.
But the best thing about it is it's so controllable. You can put it on. Put it on very low pilot, and you can stick it right up.
That's the one thing, you know, about a coal stove. Once it's going, the full chat, it's not going anywhere, and it's boiling for hours and hours, and there's very little you can do to stop it. Once it's really roaring, you know, I find it takes like an hour to respond sometimes. Like I'll close the vents down and all that, but the thing is still so hot, and it gives off all that heat for about probably the next hour in my case.
It's all the saved up heat.
Exactly.
Another little tip with the diesel ones is if you go to a garden centre and you buy an old-fashioned terracotta plant pot, and you put that on the top, it starts conducting the heat. It'll heat up, and it'll throw the heat out sideways. Otherwise, what happens with it? It just goes straight up. So a terracotta pot on top of it, and it conducts the heat
Do you know
sideways.
the biggest question I've had, right? In all honesty, I've got to say this, and the biggest concern I've had about diesel stoves is, are they as hot as a coal stove? Because once those things get going, them coal stoves, they're like a furnace.
Nowhere near.
So in winter, in a bad winter, and I know we don't always get bad winters, so I'm not saying this is a reason, don't get a coal stove, because they're not warm enough. If the situation that you're planning for only happens once every 5 years, then I can sort of live with that. But do you find that there's a period in the winter of even say a week or a couple of weeks where the coal stove, where the diesel stove is struggling to keep that warmth in, or is that a thing?
Not on my boat, because it's so well insulated.
Right.
My boat's really well insulated.
Right.
So I have never found that. No. Once I light it, that's it. I've never.
You're warm enough.
I'll turn it down. I'll turn it down rather than turn it up.
Yeah.
I've never had that problem with that.
Fair enough.
Reflex.
No, I just wondered, because that's something.
I'm not sponsored by Reflex.
Yeah.
I'm not getting paid for this.
How big is
You're
your
definitely not getting paid for this. I'll tell you.
Mine's it's 49. So I do need a bigger one, because when grandkids want to come and stay, or my daughter stays, although I've got a double bed, the other one turns into a double bed. You don't want that. You want 2 separate rooms.
Yeah, do you know what I would do? In all honesty, right? If I had a bigger boat, which I would like, what would you want?
58.
50 are brilliant. Yeah,
That's the ideal.
Yeah,
that's the ideal
that is
one.
the ideal.
And I should have jumped to that,
Yeah.
but because of my eyesight, it's not that great at the moment. I'm waiting to get my cataracts off. I thought maybe I wouldn't be able to handle a 58, but I know I can now. But I'm stuck with this now at the moment. But
in my case, you know what it was? It was the price. The boat was only 5.5 years old, coming up to 6 years old, and it was like 50k. And I thought the engine will be in good nick, everything will still be in good nick on it. So I know it's only 50 foot, but it's been looked after. I thought, it's too good to miss. Do you know what I mean? 50k.
So what length is your boat?
It's 50, same as yours.
Same as mine?
Yeah.
All right, okay. I don't know whether I paid too much for mine. Now, I'm not sure whether it was 50.
No, this was only a couple of years ago. This was August 2020.
Oh, right, so the prices have gone up, yeah.
I think they went up a little bit after that.
We got mine in COVID, when COVID was on.
55, it's 19 years old.
Yeah. Well, at 58 footers, though, they do command a premium. That's one of the reasons I got a good price on mine, was because it's only 50 foot. And people who know what they're looking for, they're only too aware of that limitation in terms of space. It's probably one of the biggest things that does annoy me about the whole boat, to be honest.
Yeah.
If there was one thing where people said, what is it you don't like? Not about living on a boat in general, because that's a different thing, like water tanks and the things, toilets and all the usual stuff. But about that specific boat, my biggest one would be to say, I wish I'd gone through the 7 foot. And I wouldn't get a bedroom. I wouldn't get what I'd do with the extra space, and have an extra long lounge for living space and lounging space. I'm a lounger. I'm a born lounger. Yeah. Absolutely. No, honestly, I think what it is I'm not agoraphobic or whatever the word is. What's it? Claustrophobic.
Yeah.
But I don't like include.
Just like me.
So I'm not, but I am. I've got like tendencies.
Yeah.
I've got many tendencies, but the one that that doesn't fit with the boat is I like open space. I like big rooms, big space, but you can't have that with a mobile lifestyle. It's not possible, is it? It's just not an option.
I'm used to living in the corridor now.
Yeah, exactly. I've got used to it. But what I think is, at least if I'd gone through a 57 footer, I would have had a bit of extra length in there to give a feeling of space that I haven't got at the moment.
That's uncanny, because I think the same.
And that's why I wouldn't put a bedroom in.
But I've got to have the bedroom,
No, you can still have convertible beds and have loads of space.
I know, but
I didn't even know you were down there.
It's very quiet. It's very.
I've got daughters and all that, and they like their own room.
He stinks though.
What's his name?
Hugo.
Oh, he's beautiful.
Do you know what?
Oh my God, he's lovely.
The character.
He's so cute. Can he get up? Or?
Come on in.
Oh my God, he's so nice.
Hit him in the face with his own lead.
Do you know what I love about him? He's one of those dogs. He sort of looks like a dog.
Yes, he's a scruffy dog, isn't he?
Oh yeah, no, don't worry about that. It's switched off. Oh, it was a little camera thing.
We've got the Domino's teams coming in.
Yeah.
Domino's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you Domino's?
Yeah, we used to.
You're right. H got.
Okay, cheers for that.
Hi, hon.
Please.
I've never played Domino's really. It's not a...
No, we have to
No,
leave
Domino's
at 8
pizza.
o'clock. No, the Domino's team's here at 8.
Oh, Domino's team. That's much more boring.
This is the
I thought you
Domino's
ordered a
team.
pizza.
He's not the delivery guy.
What were you thinking? You were thinking Domino's. I was thinking pizza, and it's actually this
It's
table.
actually, this is the Domino's table.
I am the doziest.
We've got an
pillar.
hour. We've got a big drink.
I am the doziest pillar in the bloody world. I didn't even realise you were talking about Domino's. No, do you know what I like about this guy though? I did. They order a pizza. I was like, I'll order one. Get me in. I want a pizza. Did you see the eyes? I got little piggy eyes light up. I want Domino's. No. Well, do you know what I like about these guys? Right? Yeah. Alas, cruel. So I'm a bit further down, to be honest with you. It's not worth it. It's one of those modern designs. It's a bog standard Liverpool boat design.
Oh, yours from there?
Yeah. Is it?
Yeah.
So I think. Oh, there you go. Hell, no, not going past boats. They'll jump out and skin you alive. Sometimes don't get me wrong, further down there where it's black, yeah, absolutely. You know, because the wolves and but these things, these are great for just sort of ambling along the.
You can't blind a squirrel with these, I've found.
That is
a squirrel.
The sun gets a bit.
That is amazing. Can I just ask, where did you get that from? Because I'm getting torch envy.
It's what is it? It's put your torch at it. It's a hot surface. That's not very helpful, is it?
Oh, really?
It's the most powerful hand torch you can buy.
Is it?
Yeah, it's something like.
That's like.
It was like that.
Was it?
Wow!
Yeah, so I wouldn't recommend buying one.
No, I'd bump into a wall before I
Yeah.
pay that much out.
No.
I always have my spare in my pocket for when I drop it.
Oh.
Or the battery
No,
dies.
do you know what? Don't get me wrong, right?
No.
I've cycled along these paths, and there are times where a super duper light can actually save you from hitting something, then falling off. So it's got its place, you know.
Yeah, see, and also for blinding. If someone knocks on your boat,
Yeah.
you turn it on and you go.
Oh, like a security.
And they go, they can't see anything.
That's amazing. That though.
And it doesn't.
Jesus Christ, that's amazing. I've got to get one.
Not heavy, so you can use it as a cosh. It has got, if it can break your windscreen, because it's got the thing to break a windscreen, and if someone's trapped in the car and they've got the seatbelt on, it's got a cut of that the seatbelt as well. But yeah, and if you unscrew it,
Yeah.
there is a way there's two prongs coming out, and apparently there's a way to modify it into a staser. But
Mate,
yeah,
this sounds too hardcore for me.
Oh, it is.
Well, are you thinking about boating somewhere like in South America?
It's too heavy to carry around.
Manchester.
Yeah, that's in Manchester. Yeah.
Oh, Lee, where I've just been.
Aren't you? Yeah.
Oh, what a hole it was. That's what I've just turned it. I was in Lee. I was going to moor there for the winter. I've turned it around and come back. Didn't like it.
No, I think that was a good shout.
For the Aldi.
I was by the water. Well, come on. What is it? The Pennington Flash.
Pennington Flash, yeah.
The flashes are nice. They get called out for a couple of days.
Did you notice the marina ride, the opposite side? I was going in there for 2 months, but I changed my mind. There you go.
Oh, he's been very good. He's been holding it in, hasn't he?
I know.
But, yeah, this is me here.
There he is with his big mast.
Yeah, I've got a big pole, guys. I've got to be honest with you. Yeah. Listen, you know.
I suppose Heidi would make it through in the end, knows about that. Yeah.
Sorry,
Oh no, it's the boat behind. It's got Starlink. That's me.
oh, you recognise that?
Starlink, yeah.
See,
I see your boat. That's a Liverpool boat.
yeah, it's the same thing.
Got your protective mesh on you.
Oh, brilliant, yeah.
Have you had a lot of people throwing stones at you?
No, it's just for insects.
Do you know I need
Just for insects. No, I even have it on, where are they? Let's have a look. See these things? I even keep it on the mushroom vents. I keep insect mesh around that.
Oh, you don't like spiders.
I really don't like spiders.
You've got the two.
So there's 2 sets. There's 4 here, and there's 2 on the back. Yeah.
Stand up on it.
There's 4 here, and there's 2 on the back.
Okay. So,
This is 660. There's about 750 on the back.
right.
But these are rubbish because they don't tilt. They tilt in theory.
One of mine tilts.
Yeah, no. I
All
mean,
rusted in.
no. They'll physically tilt, but if you tilt one, it blocks the back one. So to tilt, you have to have single line like that. When you see 4 in a row, forget about tilting. It's never going to work. Yeah, because they block each other. Yeah.
I'm going to put one more on mine. Mine's 400.
But these things, honestly, guys, I've got to be honest with you. These are fantastic. You can
as well.
the magnetic. Yeah,
Okay.
you stick a little bit of that's adhesive. That's a magnetic strip.
Just like a fridge thing.
Just like a fridge thing, and they click on, so you can take them off
I want them on my doors.
all summer long.
Yeah.
You can get them to fit the door. I've got on mushroom
That's
vents.
what I want.
In the door vents, you know the door vents you have for the stove. Inside the door vents, I've got this material as well. No insect is getting inside this bastard. I'm telling you, I'm not having
get
it.
in, they're not getting back out.
They're not getting back out again,
Not
mate. They're
alive.
not making it out. No, because listen, once you've been infested with earwigs, you take it. And another thing I do, by the way, I'll show you this, Graham. Just a little sort of a boaty tip. If you're not an insect fan, is whenever you're more,
Yes, I saw that.
whenever you're more up,
Yeah.
carpet adhesive, spray on adhesive so it sticks. Only just a little quick spray, a little bit of carpet adhesive, then ant powder or anti-insect powder.
Well,
that will stop anything. Without that, I'll be eaten alive within hours. It's guaranteed. I won't even survive the night.
You need to get a better net, then obviously you're not.
No, but they can still get in. There's little gaps.
I'm going to take that one on board. That's another tip I've got. Yeah.
Fish.
Yeah, but
It'll
as I
die.
say,
as soon as that drops down, it'll die.
it's just one of those things. Once you've had earwigs in your bed and in your fridge and in your bread, and just you're finding them 10 times a day on the curtains, on the roof, then you start thinking, right, I've got to stop this guy. And that's why I know it's paranoid and it's nonsense.
No,
It's a good idea.
But it has.
ants has made me move away.
Exactly.
You know, I've gone somewhere and I've seen an ant's nest and I thought, no.
Earlier on this summer, I moored up on down on the River Weaver. I moved down to get the blacking done there. Moved down there and I parked up in Northwich. Beautiful moorings down there, guys. Honestly, get yourself down. But anyway, parked up, and I hadn't even thought of doing because I do this an hour afterwards. You know, get myself sorted. This is the last thing to do. And I was inside. And within about 10 minutes, I came out. There's like 20 or 30 ants all milling round because the mooring ring I'd picked was near to a nest, and they were all just flooding on. And once they're on, you can't. That's the thing. Like earwigs, once they're on,
I can see an opportunity here. If I design something that would fluorescent as well, it'd stop people tripping over it as well. So I'm gonna invent. You know, like
That's quite a good idea. You can have
Red
like a
Dwarf.
wrap
You know,
around
you remember the stress thing, the red.
the
tension thing, yeah.
Tension sheet.
I think I've just got it.
Yeah.
That's it.
To be honest, listen, with this, right, a lot of guys you talk to will say, what are you on about? We never have a problem. It's what are you even? You're mental, you know. And to be fair, it has got to the point
Did you
of...
say I've never had a problem because I use that?
Yeah, exactly. Well, because I did have a problem.
£3,000 of cocaine each time.
You know what, honestly, if you're there for a week, what is the harm in putting a little bit of hand powder
No,
on the
no.
ropes? And you know what? They can't get past it. They'll not get. And if they do go through that, there's enough poison on them. They're not making it into your
They'll
boat.
be dead by the time they get.
They will be dead.
Fall
Yeah.
off.
I found them.
You can throw your fishing
Yeah,
line
the
in.
fish
and
will get
go.
them as well. Then.
Yeah. Honestly, guys, I know it sounds like paranoia, but once you've had that happen where they're in your bed and everything, you're like, oh, Jesus,
I'm
I
gonna
can't
itchy.
be
I'm
doing
going to
this.
start itching now.
Yeah.
Until I get.
Oh, no,
some-
they're on your boat, mate. They've infested. They've taken over now.
They've looked at yours and said,
Yeah, it's a big, yeah.
yeah, we've
There's a
got
few
yours.
dozen of them.
Yeah.
What they do, they go through the eardrum first.
Oh, no,
Then
I'm
they
always
start
worried
on the
about
brain.
things going
Then
in
they
the ear.
then they start on the
Yeah.
brain.
They go out.
Oh,
they
they won't
go
get
in the
much there.
eardrum and then they go out the other eardrum.
Oh,
Yeah, in my case, that's what happens. Yeah.
I'd have to get the flex.
No, I think that's nonsense. But they're so unpleasant to have on your
I
boat.
know,
Oh
I
my
know.
God! And they're fucking indestructible as well. You can't kill them. You sort of do that, and it'll still stagger off. It'll still keep it.